Video number 2. Alright, made sure my cams are on with the marks and the crank is at 0. I counted the rubber teeth from punch to punch on the cams. Count 40 teeth, which is what I believe we're supposed to have. I didn't count between cam and crank pulley just because I didn't want to take that off right now, but I'm going to assume that if that's right, that should be right. We all know what happens when we assume. My rotary button inside is pointing at cylinder number 1 or lead number 1 for plug wire number 1. Tested continuity for all my plug wires. They seem to be fine. When I run my timing light, you know, when setting the timing like in the first video, it doesn't flash, you know, consistently, which makes me wonder what's going on with the spark. Put my auxiliary air and my fast idle control. I wasn't sure how the wiring was supposed to go on this, so I haven't spliced anything in yet, but from the original NA version, I've got a yellow and green and a black and red, and then we've got a blue and red and another black. But what it ends up being, the black is on the vertical and the blue is on the horizontal. Please correct me if I have that set up wrong. Throttle position, it's set so that as soon as I move the throttle at all, it shows continuity, because right now it should not show continuity. So let's try and start it. Every time I go to start it, like I have to force it. I have to hold the ignition. So I'll go ahead here. Oh, wait. Retard moment. Guess it would help if I hooked up my coil to the distributor. It started fairly quickly just then. It's idling kind of rough. See, it's about to die. And then it picks back up. And that growling sound you hear is the throwout bearing. The timing light's flashing very inconsistently. It's reading about 25. Let's see if we can turn it up a little bit. I'd say that's probably around 35. But you see what I mean though, with the light being very inconsistent. I mean, it's an inductive light, not the most accurate, but at the same point, it should read fairly consistently. Yeah, not real sure why it's acting like that. I mean, let's give it some throttle here. getting a little smoky, running kind of rich here. As you can see, it's kind of black in the little box. Hearing a faint tick. I don't think it's a lifter. It sounds like an injector. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's getting a little shaky now. But yeah, there's a tick there. It doesn't seem to be a lifter. Just more or less an injector. Like, it sounds like the click when an injector would open. You know, if you touched power straight to it. That's what it would sound like, that little tick. See, timing light again. I'm holding the trigger. I mean, it should be flashing. I don't know why it's not. Still reading about between 25 and 30. And it's reading 30 now. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Very frustrating. And I'm getting smoked out, so let me get out of here.